Right, what's up everybody? It's Mike from PC Classic Cars, back with another test drive video. Today we are in the super cool 1976 Pontiac Trans Am with the numbers matching 455 4-speed. Little squeak from the clutch there. Get a little airflow here. Roll this window down just a little bit. This is a little bit of an unusual Pontiac for me. I do plenty of the Trans Ams. I do some earlier ones, and then I do some later ones. I don't get a lot of this particular body style, but there is one specific reason I bought this car. It is a numbers matching 455, which is the L75 motor in 1976. And all of the 455s, they came with the factory T10 4-speed. This is a numbers matching car, and it runs and drives fantastic. It is a really cool color combo. It's the Firethorn red with the bird on the hood, and then it is a factory white deluxe interior with the console. Power steering, power brakes, has a nice set of headers, dual exhaust into flow masters with a nice set of tailpipes. And again, this is just a great driving Trans Am. The 455, again, verified, the numbers are stamped on the front of the block, matches the VIN on the car, and then we have the PHS that also verifies that it is a real 455 car. And it is a stock style driving car. It's nothing high performance. I think these horsepower wise, were in the low 200s in 1976, so not a crazy horsepower motor. But it is really cool because this is the last year of the 455 that you can get in a Trans Am like this. And again, this car is spot on mechanically. I'd hop in this car and drive it anywhere. The only thing I'd probably want to do is maybe add some air conditioning because it is a little warm here in Texas. It does have an upgraded set of digital gauges. I'm not sure if they're, I'm not sure if they're the Dakota gauges or what exactly they are. But it's a really nice set of gauges. You have your speedo, fuel, tack. You have a digital clock, which you can adjust what those say. And then you have your odometer. Then you have your temperature gauge and your oil pressure, and all of those are working. It also has a aftermarket stereo in the glove box, where they kept the original one here in the dash. They didn't cut the dash. They just put an aftermarket stereo in the glove box. Sorry, I can't talk today. Has some aftermarket speakers as well, which sound really good. And the interior itself is very clean. Some of the white components, like the kick panels, have some little scuffing. The lower portions of the door panel are a little bit older, but nothing's torn, nothing's really broken. The interior overall is really clean. Taking around these corners here. Exhaust sounds really good. Obviously flow masters behind it. It's this type of muffler that we like to put on just about everything, but the exhaust was already on this car when we got it, so that was a nice bonus. And again, you hear that little squeak from just the clutch pedal. It's just from pushing it in and out. I think that could be greased up where you wouldn't hear that. Wait for all these cars to go so we can kind of get on it a little bit. Showing 3,397 miles. Again, it's a digital odometer, so that's probably when those gauges were put in. Really easy shifting car. Actually has a little bit more power than I thought it would have when you get in the throttle there. It actually pulls really good. We'll slow down here and we'll downshift shift to third and do a little third gear pull. That kind of shocked me. I didn't think it was going to pull that hard. We'll get down to about 50 miles an hour and we'll downshift, let those cars get in front of us a little bit. All right, we'll do a little third gear pull here. All right, I stand corrected. That actually runs pretty good. I just like how tight of a driving car this is. No weird front end float, no weird shakes, no weird shimmies. The suspension feels awesome. Just a really tight driving car. It's very responsive on the steering. Braking before, braked really nice and straight. Just a really good Trans Am. I mentioned it before, but we do have the PHS, the color combo, the motor, transmission, all of that stuff is how this car would have been. The Firethorn red paint, I don't know exactly when it was redone, but it does show well. The only real flaws that it has, again, like a GTO or a lot of these Trans Ams, the front bumpers are kind of notorious for getting some little stress cracks. Both the front bumper and the rear bumper have a few little flaws, and obviously I have photos of that stuff that I can send anybody, or you can check them out on my website under the additional photos or the additional info tab on every single vehicle that we post. There's Jack. We'll say hi to Jack. Take it down our bumpy road here. Underneath condition of this Trans Am, it is a factory undercoated car, but everything appears to be very, very solid. The floors, the frame rails, the trunk pan, all of that stuff is really nice and solid on this TA. I did notice on both of the rear inner drop downs that there's a little bit of work done there, right again on that flat piece of metal on the inside of the quarter panel there. They probably replaced those. Mud, dirt, grime gets kicked up over the years. But whoever did it did a really nice job, and the rest of the floors and everything are all original and very nice. Just a good, solid car. The glass is very nice. The side windows roll up and down like they should. Windshield looks really nice. Back glass is also clean, so no issues with any of the glass. Really, the only, I guess, 3 problems with this car is the wipers don't work. I diagnosed it. It's going to need a new wiper motor. Again, readily accessible, so next owner can just buy a new wiper motor and that'll fix that issue. The washer sprayer fluids do not work, and this car is optioned with the high-low rear defrost, and unfortunately that's not engaging either. So those are the 2-3 things that do not work on it. All pretty minor stuff. Not sure anyone's ever going to use the rear defroster in this car, but fixing the wipers would be something that I would want to do as if this was going to be my car to keep. Seats are really comfortable. The foam feels really good. Again, nothing's really torn on the interior. The back seat's really nice. Obviously white. You get some wear that you wouldn't see up on if it was black. It's really kind of on the kick panels, and like I said before, the lower portions of the door panels, which are plastic, and they actually remake those. So you could either restore the ones that are in here, or you can buy those relatively inexpensively if someone wanted the lower portions of the door panels to kind of be a little nicer. Has this nice steering wheel on it. And here comes a Volkswagen Fang. I have not seen a Volkswagen Fang in a really long time. And the guy driving the Volkswagen Fang looks like a guy who would own a Volkswagen Fang. That's pretty cool. That's a fun car to drive. The 4-speed, my guess is that linkage has definitely been gone through. It shifts in and out of all of the gears really, really well and very easily. So again, I'm just speculating because I'm not the one that did the driveline in this car. But a car that shifts that simple and that easy, my guess is that the linkage has probably been gone through. Yeah, I really like this car. Would definitely want to add some air conditioning, especially if you're in a hot state like Texas, but Vintage AC is going to be your best friend on that. They make direct kits for the Trans Ams, or if you have a specialty application, they have made-to-fit kits basically, where they can retrofit you a kit for any car if they don't have a specific kit for this year, which I'd have to go back and look, but I know they have them for the Trans Ams. I just don't know if they have a specific one for the 76s. Overall feel, really cool Trans Am. Love that it's a numbers matching 455. Obviously with the 455s, you're gonna get the 4-speed on these. 75 and 76, that was the last years of the 455, and this is the L75 is what they call them. As always, guys, I really appreciate you watching my YouTube videos. If there's ever anything else that you want to see, comments, questions, concerns, don't hesitate to leave me a YouTube comment. Call or text me directly on my personal cell at 903-820-1019. Check me out at PCClassicCars.com, or I'm on all social platforms. It's going to be PC Classic Cars, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. And we will see you guys on the next test drive video. Right. Got a little runny nose here. Allergies are kicking up here in Texas. Bumpity bump. Oh, my horn beep. Sorry, guys.